South Gloucestershire and Stroud College proudly present a brief summary of the teaching, learning and assessment strategy for the next 3 years. We are, of course, an educational facility committed to developing students. Developing students who are critical thinkers, confident. We want to encourage them to be curious individuals, and this teaching we have given them should give them time to reflect on the knowledge that they have gained. In order to fulfill our commitment, we shall inspire students through creative and thought-provoking teaching. We will create an inclusive culture that meets the needs of the learners, irrespective of their starting points, levels of knowledge, skills or abilities. Through this natural evolution, we will equip students with the skills they need to thrive in the real world, the world of work. We will not tolerate unsatisfactory and have an unwavering desire to be the very best. By good planning, we will deliver consistently good sessions. The word unsatisfactory will be resigned to a history book. We will develop a range of different assessments that will reflect the diversity of our students, including individual, paired, and group activities. We will assist students to be confident in the use of technology and assist them both in and out of the classroom. We will encourage students to become more autonomous, independent thinkers and continue to raise awareness and the value of transferable skills which will equip them for their working lives. Students will be encouraged at every opportunity to develop and apply problem-solving skills whilst ensuring implementation of safe practices. Qualifications are good, but you need confidence to take you forward in the world of work. So, we want articulate, confident learners with firm handshakes to be bound forward into business, giving learners the resilience to make them a success. You know, good business leaders are telling us that learners just simply are not ready to enter the workplace. There's all that money to be earned, and yet they're failing. But with excellent curriculum planning and consistently good or better teaching, we'll be an exception to the rule. You know, it seems like a mountain climbing exercise for teachers when one considers getting a student from being a learner, farming them out into the real world of business and commerce, knowing they're ready to, well, actually still be a learner. Well taught, but now in the real world. This is quite an obstacle. Making the right choice of eventual career when a student leaves education can be, well, a minefield. But a minefield we could avoid by showing learners a way through, with view to teaching students how to utilise tools to get their own way through. If you consider the use of the right tools, one of those tools will be the use of a mentor to help the learner at each stage of the ascent, sharing best practice and preparing for the real world. By giving students this knowledge, they should eventually be able to self-confidently make their own way and free up valuable time to focus on other students who are either struggling with their ascent or just simply finding it hard to get off the ground. Clearly, not all learners are the same. Some might be high flyers, but as individuals, they're all equal. Our aim is to support each and every one of them individually and where necessary. Be it a cultural difference or a learning difficulty, the use of tutoring will keep them on track. It will make them believe in themselves. We will do this in part by collecting as much information about the individual learner as we possibly can. Meanwhile, we will continue to develop innovative ways to secure funding from the likes of LSIS, particularly in the areas of science, technology, engineering and maths. This will in turn create a curriculum with high quality resources, giving staff a feel-safe zone in which to experiment and innovate with their delivery of material. Our inspirational training will be driven by our staff. Every member of staff will have a clear direction, with progress routes which will support their personal growth and development. Who knows, it might actually be fun. Now, development will be our key focus, and observations will remain central to achieving continuous improvements in teaching, learning and assessment. Our strategy has shifted away from quality assurance towards one of quality improvement. In doing so, we will bridge the gap between skills, knowledge and outcomes. As I mentioned before, the world of work can be an alien place to learners. We will use all manner of outside resources to help us strive for common goals as we bring in employers, community groups and teachers from other schools to enable learners to build on their self-esteem, nurture their confidence and prepare them for their working lives. There you have it. Our world is a place where learners will continue to develop, not just as workers, but as confident, responsible citizens who will make a positive and meaningful contribution to the communities in which they live.